Today, Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman said there is no mass hiring of contracted employees within the Ministry of the Presidency since it took office in May 2015.
Well, I think, Mr. Hoyt, former president, was very famous in quoting Mark Twain. He used to say, Raphael, there are lies, damned lies, and then there are statistics. And depending on how you look at them, they can tell a different tale. It would be virtually impossible for the numbers in this compound to jump so astronomically in a few months. I think we would recall that Minister Harman had said that when he took over, we found that people were employed throughout different places, agencies, offices. And I think his job, one of his first tasks was to bring everything together so you can get a composite view of how many people really were on the payroll of the Office of the President. That's something that we should really take note of. So it is not that this government has gone out and hired hundreds of people because it feels that it wants to do so.
According to Minister Trotman, the increases reflected in the 2016 national budget represents the total number of contracted workers from those ministries and departments that all fall under the Ministry of the Presidency.
Comprise the Public Service Ministry, not just Office of the President. It comprised, of course, the Public Service Staff College, then the Department of Natural Resources and Environment, which is now a ministry by itself. The Ministry of the Presidency now has the Ministry of Citizenship as well as the Ministry of Social Cohesion. We've got to look at things like the General Registrar's Office, which now comes under Ministry of the Presidency. So this is why you would see this what appears to be a jump, but as I said, there has not been this mass hiring of people, but because of the bundling and the new functions of the Ministry of the Presidency, yes, the General Registrar's Office alone, where birth certificates, marriage certificates, death certificates are processed. There's now the Ministry of the Presidency handling cohesion issues and handling citizenship issues. So persons have been brought, and I think the collation of the numbers would give you what appears to be a frightening figure.
But was there a figure indicating the amount of workers employed at the Ministry of the Presidency when the coalition government took office in May 2015? Trotman explains.
We have some statistics here which say that as of May of 2015, the total number of staff at the Office of the President, that is upon assumption of office, was 375. In January of 2016, that number is down to 325. So there has been diminishing by 50 persons of the number. So as I said, depending on how you look at statistics, you will always have a different view, depending on the angle and the type of jaundiced view you take of the statistics. You can be very critical or you can be objective depending on who you are and what it is you're looking for.
Meanwhile, Minister of State Joseph Harman issued a statement supporting Trotman's explanation. He said the fact is that the operational strength of the ministry has gone down. Minister Harman added that all contracted workers who have been added to the Ministry of the Presidency are aptly qualified and skilled professionals and are meant to add to the reform process of the public service sector. Andrew Weeks reporting for Safe TV2 Headline News.